Hey, what's up, dudes? What's going on, bros? How's it going? I'm Jeremy, and it's been a while. It's been a while, and I'm so glad that you decided to stop by on this lovely Thursday. The eve before the last night of 2021. Oh, man, can't wait. I don't know if you guys know this, but starting on January 1st, 2022, everything goes back to normal. Things are as they were all the way back in 2019, and that is fucking great news, dude. I am so happy that it's finally happening. We're going to be able to get back to business as usual. Oh, dude. Finally. What's up, Patricks? How's it going, man? Glad to see you here. Saw that Patrick Stewart over on his channel just did a unboxing of some Harry Potter merchandise. Head over there and check that out. I hope that's correct. I thought I saw that earlier today on the feed, but I know he's got great content going up over there. So, yeah, man, make sure to check that out. For viewers, what's up, everybody? TMS, SMT. Boba gave some answers.
I know the most important part of audio is the way it sounds.
How was that? Sound good? Mic check? So, yeah, man, Matrix wasn't bad as most say. Well, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Boba Fett. We're going to talk about the Matrix. I also want to talk to you a little bit about that Batman trailer. Because it looks really cool. It's called The Bat and the Cat. I think it was the third trailer. Yeah, I feel like this is going to come unplugged again. I'm having some issues. The cable is too taut. I gotta back this thing up. I'm screaming. I'm screaming in your ear. Ah! Okay, good. We are gonna get into spoilers with both of those, The Matrix and the Book of Boba Fett. I literally just now finished watching the Book of Boba Fett, so very, very impressed. Part of me, well, you know what? I'll hold off. Let's go ahead and talk about the Bat and the Cat footage first. So there was a recent trailer that was released for the upcoming 2022 released Batman movie. I believe it's coming out in March. It's called The Bat and the Cat, and it features Catwoman pretty heavy in it, but it's also got a lot of footage that we haven't seen in previous trailers, as well as stuff that we have seen. But it's kind of giving us a more clear picture about what this movie is going to be. And I've got to tell you guys, it looks fucking rad. It looks like it could potentially be the best Batman movie yet. I didn't say that lightly. Like, when Batman versus Superman came out, I wasn't like, oh, this is going to be the best Batman movie yet, which, it kind of makes sense. But you get my point. It's been a while since I've been that excited about a Batman movie. I mean, when did The Dark Knight Rises come out? I guess it's been a while at this point, but I don't know, man. I feel like this one is really doing a lot of things that previous iterations of the character haven't got a chance to explore yet. I feel like it's a much more like gritty and grounded take on the character, even from what we got in, some of the Christopher Nolan movies. This seems to be a much more like stripped down version of the character. His tech even seems more stripped down. Like, look at the Batmobile. It's not this tumbler that was created by the military, or you know what I mean? Like, it was made in his garage, which is cool, man. I really like what they're doing with this so far. It's got to feel like a David Fincher movie. I think that comparison's been made, and I think it's very fair. A little bit like Seven. This version of the Riddler, a little different from Jim Carrey, and I'm into it. Definitely got a Zodiac killer vibe in the way that he's costumed, and I don't have it open in front of me. I guess we could go by and kind of take a further look into it. Oh, Rat is a great movie. Couldn't agree more. I don't think I've seen it, but I know it's the one about the BMX bikes. It's like one of those things that I know as a punchline, you know what I mean? Let's see here. So yeah, I hope y'all had a good Christmas. Took a little bit of time off over the last couple of weeks. Didn't do a stream last week just to kind of spend some time with the wife and just taking a break for a little bit. And it was well needed, and I feel refreshed and rejuvenated. I'm glad to be back, and I'm glad that you are here with me. Do me a favor, take a second to click the thumbs up button if you haven't done so far. Maybe you just need a little push in that direction. I really do appreciate you. Helps the channel. And the channel needs all the help it can get. Yeah. Yeah, it does. All right. So yeah, it was released by Warner Brothers like 3 days ago. I would love to show it to you. I would on Twitch. So if you guys want to see me actually react to content, you got to follow me over to Twitch. They're a little bit easier going on copyrighted material, like for reactions and stuff, which I really enjoy for that reason. I almost have to like just write it off. Like if I do it on YouTube, chances are the video is going to just get pulled. But yeah, we get a bit of the footage from the
Riddler.
From the car chase that he's doing with the Penguin. At the, you know, we've seen that in multiple other trailers so far, and then it goes into kind of talking about the Riddler.
He's asking for you.
The killer left this for the Batman.
And it shows he's got like a map of Gotham. Like he knows the whole layout of the city, and we're gonna see that kind of come into play with the sewers and stuff later on. Like the Riddler has somehow figured out, you know, all of Gotham's layout. He plants bombs strategically all over the city, and it's so badass looking. I love, like, floods look so fucking cool on film. They did it really good in The Impossible. Is that what it was called? The Impossible? Tom Holland was in it. It's kind of crazy, right? They did it in Godzilla 2014. Just like, you know, like explosions, we see it all the freaking time. But like big, huge rushes of water coming in and sweeping vehicles down the streets and shit, that's a unique visual in that we don't see it constantly. Send Me an Angel is a great song. I swore, and it might be in both. I'm pretty sure Send Me an Angel is in The Wizard also. I'm like 90% sure, because that's a really good song. I agree with you there. Let's see.
You came. I've been trying to reach you.
Gotta mute it.
Don't stand up, no one will.
So she's like, if you don't stand up to the Riddler, no one will, when he's in Catwoman's apartment. And then like there's all the cat at his feet, and he's like, you got a lot of cats. And she's like, I like strays. So there's going to be a little bit of humor in it. I was curious about how feline they're going to go with Catwoman. I felt like the baklava with the cutout kind of undersold how cat-like her character would be, I guess. But no, they're doing it, man. They're going full cat lady on us, and I'm here for it.
You got a lot of cats.
No,
She looks so damn good in this trailer.
the bat and the cat. It's got a nice ring.
And like a good actor also. Just throw that in there. And I like this angle. There's like this local politician. And she seems to be almost like guilting Bruce into doing more as like a philanthropist, as in like helping out the city in that way, which I also think is interesting. When I said it seems to be like dealing with things that other movies haven't had a chance to yet. I feel like there's a lot of criticism leveled against Batman because he's kind of like a, what do you call it? Well, like an absolutionist for one thing, but like he's almost fascistic and goes around and just beats up homeless people, not homeless people, but like poor people. But that's not what Batman really is, even though he has been like that in the movies, especially the Tim Burton movie at the beginning. For the most part, he's fighting like organized crime. And I like that. I like that they're playing with this idea of like, Batman, are you really helping this city that you're supposed to be protecting? And what does it look like to help a city, especially one as corrupt as Gotham City? Can throwing money at the politicians actually help clean up the streets, or do you got to go out there dressed like a fucking bat and beat people up? I mean, we know the answer. It's the second one. It's not a Batman movie otherwise. It'd be some boring, like, bureaucracy. It'd be like watching C-SPAN if it was the other thing, and nobody wants to do that. Well, some people probably do want to do that.
This cesspool.
I really like the downtown Gotham view. It's almost like a city square. It looks almost exactly like Times Square, only
You're part of this.
modified to be, very distinct to Gotham. But it definitely looks like Times Square.
Oh, you're really not as smart as I thought you were.
Oh, and then Riddler negs Batman at the 1 minute and 30 seconds spot, and he says, "You're really not as smart as I thought you were." Ouch, man. The shade.
Bruce Wayne. All these years, you lied to me, Alfred.
We get a little bit of Bruce in the trailer, G, but there is not a whole lot of him. Agreed. It is a much more Batman-centric.
Who are you under there? What are you hiding?
The scene where, like, he's following her in the club and she's got the pink wig on, and then he's, like, coming behind her and he's got the raccoon eyes with the hoodie pulled up. It's pretty cool. It looks like it's going to be sick. I'm pretty sure that those are Penguin's guys at this point. The guys that have been in the white makeup with the black rings around their eyes in the previous couple of trailers. I'm still not sure about that, but it looks like they seem to be kind of joining his side at the end while the Gotham police are all pursuing him. It looks like he has somehow gotten, the sights of the police set on him. That fight sequence at the end where he's using the rifle and, like, beating the shit out of all of the cops or was it cops? It might be Riddler gang. Because there's also a shot that's got multiple people dressed in the Riddler costume. There's some stuff going on. And I'm here for it. I'm really just kind of guessing and stuff at this point, but I can't wait to see more. So yeah, I'm stoked. It's not going to be too long before we get a bit of that. Let's see. Hey, King of the Hills 34 in the chat. What's up, dude? Leo, what's up? Mark McKeever, my bro, what's up? Just in general, the cinematography is awesome. Every shot feels real, except the Arkham gameplay jump down from balcony bit, which still looks great. It definitely does. Hey, Jeremy, did you enjoy the gay tricks? We'll talk about it. Let's talk about it. We're going to go ahead and switch gears and talk about The Matrix Resurrections. So, you know that I wanted to like this movie. Like, I almost liked this movie. Hold up. Let me go back real quick because I found this thing and maybe you in the chat can help me figure this out. There's a puzzle. I forgot that I pulled it up. There's a website that we can go to. I think it's like a Riddler interactive website, and it looks like a old command prompt, and you go through and it gives you clues to the movie. I've got it pulled up over here. Okay. I've got some questions. You've been looking for answers. Proceed, yes or no? Well, I guess we'll go yes. Ready to uncover the truth? Let's get started. Those who make me are likely to break me. Promises. It's got to be promises, right? Oh, yeah, let's go. Oh, no, I was wrong. All right, let's try that again. Huh. How will Gotham be saved with answers like that? Have another go. Those who make me are likely to break me. It does feel like promises, right? Deal. Oh, good one, Patrick. Good one. Oh, now he's going to neg us? I see you, Riddler. You're really not as smart as I thought you were. Why don't you try again? Those who make me are likely to break me. It's not promises. Let me try deals. Those who make me are likely to break me. I tell you what, think on it, and we're going to talk about The Matrix, and we'll come back to it. So The Matrix Resurrections. You guys know I really wanted to like this movie, right? I mean, if you watch back several videos, I've been talking about it. I've been hyping it up. I've been getting myself hyped up. My wife and I, we watched all of the trilogy leading up to it. I was excited. And I got to tell you, I like parts of it. I didn't hate the movie. I didn't hate the movie. I did not expect it to be as good as The Matrix. And I was correct. It's not as good as The Matrix, but it would be very difficult for anything to be as good as The Matrix. And I'm not saying The Matrix is the greatest thing of all time. I'm just simply saying it's such a clever premise. It's very difficult to try to recapture what made The Matrix so groundbreaking, so revolutionary, especially 21 years on past Y2K, which was a huge factor in the way that we watched the movie, right? So I really like how The Matrix Resurrections starts out. It starts out and Thomas Anderson is what looks to be a game developer stuck in a daily grind where he doesn't feel like he's quite connected to what's going on around him. He sees a psychiatrist played by Neil Patrick Harris known as the Analyst, and the Analyst is there to kind of keep him grounded and keep him in check. Well, Warner Brothers asks the game studio to develop a fourth Matrix because in Resurrections, the Matrix trilogy is a video game that existed inside of this universe. He meets Trinity. Actually, he sees Trinity every day at this little cafe where he goes and gets coffee. And actually, her name is not Trinity because Trinity is the character that he created for the video game that's based on a real-life woman by the name of Tiffany, who is married to none other than the director of John Wick. He's actually just the character, not the... I'm confusing this for no good reason. The actor that plays Carrie-Anne Moss's husband in The Matrix Resurrections is David Yates. Is that right? No. Chad Stahelski. Something like that. The director of John Wick. Anyways, so she's married. She lives this mundane life, very nuclear family style. And she also, like Neo, doesn't really feel like she's connected to this world. But the whole first act is like this very meta retrospective on what the Matrix meant culturally to different people. There's people that are saying it's a trans allegory. There's people saying that it's about capitalism. There's people saying it's about, all of these different things and theories. And one thing that I like so much about the Matrix is it left itself open enough so that you could kind of transplant your own ideas onto it. Which, as you can see, sometimes that can be dangerous, sometimes that can be destructive, but also that kind of ambiguity is what gives things depth, a little bit of subtext that people can kind of hold on to afterwards. So the movie really does focus on characters telling you what they thought about the Matrix, and I really like all of that stuff. Meantime, Thomas Anderson starts to question again, is this all an illusion? Is this a fabrication? Because there's this character named Bugs, played by Jessica Henwick, who is fucking awesome in this movie, by the way. Jessica Henwick was probably my favorite part about it. She comes through, tells Neo, basically, you know, you're in the Matrix. Surprise, you're living in the Matrix. And so they wake him up, and he realizes Trinity has survived, and she's still being kept in the you know, little incubator things being used as batteries. And then we get a really big, just a retread of the Matrix. Just, you know, not as cool. For some reason, there is so much less choreographed hand-to-hand combat, and we know Keanu is up for it. We know how well he does it, but for some reason, the choreography this time around for Neo consists of a lot of this. And it's real dumb. Real dumb. And it's like, it's dumb because we know that this franchise is built on martial arts fight sequences. The one in the dojo between him and Agent Smith / Morpheus, what the fuck? Pretty cool. And I really like how Mateen's costume, his like gi, it's not a gi, but you know what I'm saying? Like this big flowy robe that he's wearing, and his fighting style, you can't see where he's coming or going. So like his offense is always hard to spot because like when you're, you know, in fights, you can anticipate a lot of times by the way the fighter moves their body where they're going to strike and where from. But the whole purpose of the way that this martial art is devised is to keep you off of your equilibrium, to not know where the next attack is going to come from. I don't know what the name of the martial art is. I did want to shout that out, though, because it was pretty fucking cool. And I do want to acknowledge there are some pretty cool things in this movie. Like, I like the idea that Zion kind of fell, but then the machines went to war with each other because after Neo, machines started to question their own allegiances. So there was a civil war between the machines, and the humans rebuilt a city called Io instead of Zion, and this city kind of cohabitated with machines. And Nairobi, Jada Pinkett Smith, and some really fucking dumb old person makeup is like, you know, Morpheus and Zion were stuck in a war. We were all just, you know, living in this war, and we realized that the way to move forward is to coexist and not to, you know, battle for supremacy, which I like that. This is kind of an evolution of this world. It's not so black and white all of a sudden. And I thought that was cool. It doesn't really go anywhere, but I thought it was cool. Another cool concept is, so Morpheus and Agent Smith are programs that are made to advance programs. I don't fucking know how all of it works, but what I do know is they're digital and they're artificial intelligence, and in order to exist in the real world outside of the Matrix, they use this like nanomagnetic technology. It's like all of these little particles, and they form into the character. And it was cool, man. Like, what a cool idea. Like, they could use magnets and almost like, you know, like those, this is not a great analogy, but if you're of a certain age, you probably remember there were like those bald men with the red noses, and they came in a plastic package, and you would get this little magnetic pencil with it, and there would be all these little lead shavings or some shit inside the package for this thing, and you could like give the guy eyebrows and or a mustache or whatever. That's not exactly what it's like, but it's kind of that idea, because basically they're using all of these little tiny microbots and like creating physical projections of holograms. I don't know, man. I thought that was cool. I was like, all right, at least there's some new shit in this. They're trying some things. But as it went along, dude, it got dumber and dumber as it went along. By the end, I was just like, ugh. Like, okay, dude, I am fine with Trinity being the one in the new series if that's the direction that they should so choose to go. But it's not as if Neo was like having impotency with his powers, right? He unlocked at least a portion of the one potential because he's force pushing everybody, but he can't fly. All right. Then they should have made it to where he couldn't really do those kind of things. Like maybe he could do hand-to-hand combat, but he couldn't do the fucking force push thing. I don't know, man. I don't know. There were some cool things in it, though. You are correct, Patrick Stewart. Look at that. You're smarter than I thought you would be. Try this next riddle. I can be easy or a dead end. Careful when you cross me. Anyways, all right, so all in all, I don't think Matrix Resurrections was a terrible movie. I think it was, to me, I think it was better than the sequels. I'm going to go that far. I'm going to say I think Matrix Resurrections was better than the sequels. And it's because there's so much retrospective around it that it was able to be a clever satire of itself at first. And that's what I wanted the movie to be in hindsight. Like, just get weird with it. Like, do something completely out of the box. But they ultimately just went the most normal, main, like, just straight down the middle fucking movie they could have made. Lana Wachowski kind of robbed the movie of some of its ambiguity by kind of over-explaining some things about what it is and isn't, but I did think it handled, the question of identity very well. Dysmorphia, like, there were things that were very personal to Lana Wachowski that she obviously brought into the film, and any filmmaker that is, using their art as some sort of catharsis or to, like, kind of shine a light on their own truths, I think that's what art is ultimately for, and especially if it connects with people. And at times I think The Matrix did connect. At other times it just really it kind of lost me as it went along. All in all, I would say it is worth a watch if you're a Matrix fan, and if you are just like a casual Matrix fan, this movie ain't for you. I don't understand why the movie is so specific. Like, if I hadn't had watched the trilogy, like, right before I watched this movie, I don't know that I would have, like, been as invested. Like, you really got to know the story of the Matrix trilogy, not just the first movie. You got to know the Matrix trilogy to go into this movie, and I think there are things that are rewarding enough for fans of the whole franchise. If you're a fan of the first movie and you think the other ones suck, well, there you go. There's your answer. I think it's better than the third one. Not better than Spider-Man No Way Home to me. No. Better than the third one, absolutely. All right. And we're going back to this Batman riddle thing. Oh, look, they're getting real sassy. It feels like you're wasting my time right now. I can be easy or a dead end. Careful when you cross me. A street. Sorry. Oh, somebody said street already. Good job, Patrick Stewart. What's black and blue and dead all over? Batman. You got it once again. I hope you're proud. You have solved all my riddles, and now the truth is revealed. Click for reward. The game is through for now, but not for good. Oh, that's cool. I mean, kinda. It's kinda cool. Can we save image? Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Well then. I wonder if there are more riddles. So if you want to go to the website, it's RATAALADA. Have you ever been to the Iceberg Lounge? You're better off. What some call a nightclub, others might consider a zoo. That's all I have for now. I'll be back with more soon. Just stay vigilant. Oh, shit. All right. Let's see what else we got. I'm about to get the whole fucking movie, dude. One frame at a time. Have you ever been to the Iceberg Lounge? Yes. Next time you're there, keep your eyes peeled for Gotham's dark animal kingdom. Who knows, you might even see a bat. That's all I have for now. I'll be back with more soon. Just stay vigilant. Click for reward. Oh, dude. When when Catwoman calls Batman Vengeance in the trailer, I was like, fuck yeah. All right. I guess that might be it. All right, yep, we're running in a loop. Well, I feel good about it. I appreciate the teamwork, guys. Patrick Stewart coming through the MVP this round. Let's see what the Riddler has in store for us next time. What's up? What's up, RJT? All right, let's see. So let's go ahead and talk about the final topic for this evening, and that is the Book of Boba Fett. The pilot just now premiered yesterday, and I sat down this afternoon after work, and I was able to watch it. And I gotta be honest and set up my expectations first, because that'll give you a better idea about the way that I end up feeling about any given thing. It's like, how did I think I was going to react to it, and then how close or far away was I from that reaction. You know, with the Book of Boba Fett, I felt like it's so close to The Mandalorian that it's hard for me to understand why they would do it as different shows. Boba Fett was in The Mandalorian. We always knew Boba Fett as like the Mandalorian. And then the prequels came out, and turns out, so I guess we didn't know that. People who grew up with the prequels, they know that Boba Fett's not a Mandalorian. But originally we thought he was a Mandalorian. So when The Mandalorian came out, a lot of people were like, is this the Boba Fett series? Oh shit, dude, they're coming out with a Boba Fett series. Maybe The Mandalorian's just the working title and it's actually a Boba Fett. And people were talking about it being like a space western and all of this stuff. And I was very excited about it. This was before there had been any Star Wars television. And then The Mandalorian dropped, and I watched it, and I realized, okay, this is clearly not a Boba Fett thing, but I like it. I think it's very good. It's enjoyable, you know? It's a Star Wars adventure, and it's easy and digestible and fun, and it's got a lot of the iconography and the things that you love about Star Wars in it. I'm not a really enthusiastic Mandalorian fan. You won't catch me breaking down every episode or something here on the channel, just because it to me, it doesn't feel like there's necessarily a big overarching story, as much as it's almost like a weekly journey, which makes it a very easy watch. It's just sometimes I'm watching it a little more casually than other things. maybe this is, specific to me. But anyways, so when I heard the Book of Boba Fett was coming out, I was like, well, that just sounds like The Mandalorian. I like The Mandalorian. Boba Fett showed up. I just now said this. Boba Fett showed up in The Mandalorian. Why do they need to be two separate shows? It's all like desert planets. They got the armor on. It's the same shit, right? So I wasn't all that excited about the Book of Boba Fett. I mean, I was like, cool, they're doing like a crime drama, supposedly. It's going to be more like The Godfather or something, because I knew he was taking over Jabba's palace and he's going to be like this criminal lord of Tatooine, and I thought that was a cool idea. But then I found out Robert Rodriguez was directing it, and I was like, all right, now you got me. Now I'm in, right? So I'm going to give it a shot, and I sat down and I watched it, and I really enjoyed it. It's cool, man. It's a lot of fun. I like the character of Boba Fett. I like that it is kind of taking place in two different timelines, showing us what happened when Boba was in the Sarlacc pit, and then after coming out of the Sarlacc pit and kind of being robbed by some Jawas and then roughed up by some Tusken Raiders who ended up like keeping him as a slave or something, or a prisoner for a couple days. However long it was, we see him kind of regenerating in this like water bath thing that kind of reminded me of Darth Vader at different times, but I don't know. So there's some really great stuff in it. Robert Rodriguez really likes alien dogs, I've decided. He was the one that gave the Predator dogs in Predators. And there's this really cool, like, Tusken Raider dog in this movie. Maybe they've been in other shit before. I don't remember seeing a Tusken Raider dog. Maybe there were some in the prequels. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section. But, there's this cool scene where they go to the cantina and they're playing a version of the Cantina song, right? But it's done in a mariachi style. So it's like very Mexican influenced take on it. And it's like, oh, Robert Rodriguez, dude, coming through clutch with the fucking really good Mexican music. It's one of my favorite things about him as a director. And also he likes to, work in the kind of morally gray areas. So I thought that spoke highly of the direction of the series. But I will say there was a really kick-ass action sequence that took place with like the parkour stuff when what's her name is chasing those assassins across the rooftops in the city. It was pretty cool stuff. But I still have this feeling of like, is it different enough? Like, is it kind of just more of the same shit? I don't know yet. I mean, I'm one episode in and I'm trying to figure out, like, what is this doing that separates it from The Mandalorian? I thought The Mandalorian was going to be like a ethically ambiguous character. And like, yeah, he's a little dirty, but like not dirtier than Han Solo. He's not more of a anti-hero than Han. And then Boba Fett, this motherfucker's like super fair. He's not like a ruthless crime lord like Jabba. Jabba would feed your ass to the Rancor. And Boba Fett's over here like reasoning with people and shit. I'm like, throw that motherfucker in the pit. Just throw him in the pit. Make an example of this dude. Like gangster shit. Feed him to those dogs. Mark McKeever, thank you very much, man. $10 super chat. Thanks for the content this past year. You do help with a much-needed escapism from the shit reality we call life. Can't wait to see what you have in store in 2022. Happy New Year, brother. You deserve it. Thank you, Mark. Dude, you're the best. I appreciate you. I appreciate you always coming through and being a part of the community. It means a lot to me as well. It's been an awesome year to be able to talk movies with all of you guys. Some of you guys are the MVPs. Actually, pretty much everybody in this chat, man. But it does mean a lot. It does mean a lot. Is Marlene a spam account? Where's Marlene? Oh, no. Marlene, that's my good friend Marlene Petey. She just wants you to stop by your dreams online. Somebody fucking boot that idiot. I mean, I'm all up for a crossover. Yeah, dude. I enjoy it. Like, I enjoyed episode 1. I will definitely be continuing to watch it. I am wishing that it were a little bit more murky as far as whether or not Boba Fett was a hero or a villain. We made Boba Fett a hero, so Disney made Boba Fett a hero. You know what I'm saying? Like, Boba Fett was not a hero. He was barely anything, really. He was a fucking action figure is what he really was. But then he turned into like a tattoo, and he turned into everybody's favorite action figure, and then he kind of turned into this bigger character, and then by the prequels, like, he was iconic, you know, and he is still iconic. But I feel like they are, you know, still redefining this character over and over again, and this newest iteration of him is decidedly heroic. And I'm not opposed to that, but it's just like The Mandalorian is already kind of doing that. Am I wrong? I don't know, man. I like the slow burn gangster flashback thing with Robert Rodriguez directing all of the show. I think it will have a full 1, 2, 3 act style that will fit. Thank you for that, Mark. Cat Drums 3, what's up? Make the Catrix. Avery Gibbs, hopefully they will have him being a nice guy, so when he has to get brutal, it feels more understandable. That's an interesting take. I actually appreciate that. That way, like, when he does have to, it'll have like a visceral impact. So I dig that. If that is the direction they end up going, I appreciate that perspective. King Dangalang. I was a bit meh on the premiere, but I'm still excited for what's to come. I heard a couple people say that it was kind of slow. I didn't get that. I didn't get that vibe. I thought it moved at a clip. I thought there was a bit of, you know, action set pieces in it. Nothing with like a bunch of people involved or like no big chase. Well, I mean, there was the parkour chase, but no like big space battles or anything like that. I like that he took, what are those like warthog creatures called? You know what I'm talking about. I like that he used 2 of them as like his henchmen. Yeah, all in all, I had a good time with it. All in all, I thought it was fun. So yeah. Before I wrap this up, I do feel like we need to circle back to a important topic from a few weeks ago. There was not a lot of clarity as to what was actually happening. I had a headline, and sometimes that happens. I'll get a good headline, and I'm like, that's funny. I'm going to run with it on the podcast. But we never really get to the bottom of it. I think that's what I'm thinking about. Yeah, Mark, I agree. The way they found water was really cool. And it was like such a moment of mutual respect when the Tusken Raider gave the water to Boba Fett. I thought that was fucking cool. King of the Hills 34, I understand that. About the flashbacks, I get what you mean. We do already kind of know where he came from. All right, guys. So the story that I was wanting to talk to you about was what's here. Here's what's really going on with that video of a woman breastfeeding a cat. Like, so many times we get the initial story, but then we never get the follow-up. And as far as everybody knew, there was just some lady breastfeeding a cat on an airplane. I haven't looked at this yet, but hopefully, because I see there's some video here, hopefully we can figure out what's going on here. All right. Is there a video? There's nothing the internet loves more than videos of people freaking out on planes. This is especially true in the age of blank, in which mask and blank requirements have made air travel significantly more high pressure than usual. We love watching a Karen go ham on an unsuspecting flight attendant or passenger, and then to watch her get her comeuppance for it later. Oh yeah, we do love that, don't we? I fucking love that, dude. But if there's anything we've learned about viral content, it's that if a video seems too good to be true, it probably isn't. Case in point, a 4-part TikTok video purporting to show a man on a packed flight complaining about his seatmate breastfeeding a cat on a packed flight, which went viral on Twitter last night. This is obviously not very recent. 1 of 4. I'm dying. Is it a cat or baby? She's breastfeeding a cat. It's worth it. Oh shit, here we go.
It's a cat.
It's a cat.
It's not a child. It's not a baby. It's a cat.
Wait,
She's breastfeeding a cat.
He seems to think it's a cat.
A cat.
What is happening?
I saw it before. It's a cat.
Sir, can you put your
It's
mask
like
on?
she's breastfeeding. She's breastfeeding a cat.
Obviously not
So-
breastfeeding a cat on a plane.
We welcomed her on the plane.
No,
She had the
it's
blanket,
fine.
and we saw the baby. It was like covered. It
Did
was
you see
sleeping.
the baby?
All right, guys. This is just 1 of 4. We got to weigh in on this. Is it a cat or is it a baby? Emotional support cat. It was a stuffed animal? Is that right? Oh, shit. Oh, what the fuck, man? All right, we gotta figure it out.
Baby?
No, we didn't see it, but it was
Because it's a
sleeping.
cat under
The
there.
baby was sleeping, right? When she walked in.
It's a cat.
Do you have a cat?
No, I do not own a cat. Let alone
She's
have one right
breastfeeding
now.
a cat.
She won't let them see what it is, dude. What is she hiding in there, dude? Oh, shit. Mark Johnson. I can't wait. If a woman pulls out a breast next to me, I'm chilling.
It's
What are you
disgusting.
Did you?
If it's a baby, I wouldn't say anything. That's totally fine. But it's a cat. It's just, it's nuts.
Yeah.
Take a picture, it'll last longer. Than me.
No, I thought I saw a cat too.
You saw a cat?
No, there is no silver.
I
Right
did.
now,
I
are you
saw-
feeling stuffy?
No,
there
it's
is
just,
no
it's
cat
a
yet.
weird thing to do,
saw-
and it's making me
I saw a
super
cat under that
uncomfortable.
blanket.
This man's allergic to
Dude, what is happening? This is the story of the year, you guys. All right, here's part 2. What the shit is this?
Under that blanket.
This man's allergic to cats,
Can you
and
ask
he
if
feels
it's
fine.
possible?
So,
Anyone come onto the flight with a cat?
Yes, there you go.
Did anyone register a
Everyone
cat?
just stay calm. Everything's all right.
She won't let anybody
Thank
see
you.
what it is.
Okay.
Can I get a different
No
seat?
apologies.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Can I?
Can
No,
you
just
just
stay put.
can you just show us the baby?
no, I'm in the middle of something. I don't know if you can tell.
What the fuck?
Show us the.
It's a baby.
It's not a cat.
Really?
It's a baby. There's nothing. She's not doing anything wrong. It's her baby.
She's not showing
I
it
need
because
to know
it's a
that
cat.
it's a baby.
Like a feline.
Why
A
did you
house
lie and
cat.
say
Hey!
you saw a cat?
Did you
Rude.
Did you want to take a photo of anything that we could have?
Is
proof?
this for real?
No, I don't take
Are
photos
you
of
serious?
women.
This
That's
is
weird,
such
but
a
it's
I might have
violation
caught
of
it on my
privacy.
camera here. I think
Such a violation
it's
of my
on
privacy
video.
right now.
He's got it on video.
Privacy right now.
No, it's just a blanket.
Oh, it's just a baby.
can't-
sir.
You can't
It's
see
just a-
anything.
It's just her baby.
It's my
No, it's-
what
there's
I'm
a
doing right now
cat
is
in there.
nobody's
Ma'am, could you
business
just-
but mine.
Can
You
you just?
need
What?
to step on.
All right, dude. Some of you guys have already seen this, but the suspense is fucking killing me. I don't know. There are so few things that would be weirder than a cat right now. I mean, if it's not a baby, it's gonna be something weird. Of the weird things that it could be, cat is pretty high on the list. Fuck, man. All right, let's see what happens.
Can
All
you just
of you
take
need
the
to sit
blanket
down.
off and show us that
Why
you
are
have
you
a
guys
baby?
not defending me and my privacy and instead
Ooh.
asking me
Oh.
over and over?
She's kind of right, though. Like, everybody needs to just back up, let her do her thing, and then I guess when she gets done, what do you do in this situation, dude? I am confused. I don't know. I think you just de-escalate. You say, sir, you're obviously not comfortable sitting here. We'll move you to a different seat. Ma'am, once that thing comes off the titty, we want a good, clear look at it. Not the titty, whatever was on the titty. The only reveal I'd be satisfied with is Andrew Garfield. Oh, shit. That's really good. All right. All right. What if it was? We need to deep fake Andrew Garfield into that, dude, no matter who it is or what it is.
Whether or not this is a cat. It's not a cat. I said it's not a cat.
It's
I
a
said
cat.
It's not a cat.
It is
I
a
don't have to
cat.
show you my
Can you
baby.
put your
I
mask
boarded
back
the
on?
She is
train.
breastfeeding a cat. You
Let
know how
them sit down.
weird and uncomfortable that. I'm
Everyone
really
get out of my
100%
face
sure.
right
I
now.
saw
Everyone stay
it.
calm. Please stay
I
calm.
saw the
Sit
cat.
down. Fasten your seatbelt. Fasten your seatbelt.
I'm a very understanding person, but that is crossing a line.
Oh, man. Two more. It's getting heated on there. Actually, they're not even that, like, mad about it. He's just like, I'm not crazy. She's gaslighting me. I know she's got a cat.
Really 100% sure. I saw
Everyone stay
it.
calm. Please stay
I
calm.
saw the
Sit
cat.
down. Fasten your seatbelt. Fasten your seatbelt.
I'm a very understanding person, but that is crossing a line.
The dude's asking for
Thank you.
ephedrine
Thank
now.
you so much.
Ma'am, could you
It's the
just... Could you
dander.
just...
It's the dander. He's got
He's
dander.
got a
Just
dander.
weird,
It
and
might
I
be a
just don't want to
dander.
be sitting
Maybe
next
a
to
little
someone.
The dude is getting sick because he's allergic to cats. What the fuck, dude? It's dander.
The dander. He's got
He's
dander.
got a
Just
dander.
weird,
It
and
might be
I
a
just don't want to
dander.
be sitting
Maybe a
next to
little
someone
head shoulder
who is
over there.
breastfeeding a cat on a
Will you
plane.
sneeze it
It is
with
a
your
5-hour flight.
I am
It is
allergic
disgusting.
to
It
cats,
is
so
so
do you have a
weird.
cat?
Where do you think they're going? I say smart money's on Florida.
I don't have a cat. You
It
have
is
a
a
cold.
cat.
Why are you at work?
Could you show us? Could you just show us?
Just stay calm.
Could you just
Everyone
show
stay
us?
calm.
I really don't know what to do.
No, it cannot
you
be
wanna
a
see?
cat. It cannot
Ma'am, can you
be
just,
a cat.
like...
If you want to invade my privacy and do it yourself, you can take that liability.
Oh, dude, the gauntlet has been thrown. She said, if you want to pry my kitten off of my breast right now, you be my guest, sir. Ooh, buddy. She's selling the shit out of this, dude. She's really selling this. Let's see.
Oh my gosh.
You want to take on
Just-
that
come on,
liability?
just-
You want to take the liability
take
of
the-
doing this right now?
Well, do
Please.
you have a cat or
I
do
would
you have a
love it.
baby?
I don't
Do you
have a cat.
or you have a
I
baby?
do not have a cat.
If it is a baby, they can't be doing this though, right? Like, what if it was a baby? Then everybody here is asking to see her breastfeed her baby. This is all fucked up, dude. This is great. I love this woman.
Can I
This is my
remove the
baby.
blanket?
If you would like
can I
to take
remove
that
the blanket?
liability of touching me and violating my privacy,
May I
you
remove
do
the
it.
blanket? May I remove the blanket?
I'm not saying yes.
Oh, she said, I'm not saying yes. I did not consent to this. Avery, you're probably right. You're probably right.
I'm not saying no.
Please.
You're not doing anything. I would like somebody. You're filming this, right?
Yeah.
Great.
We're gonna check with her.
Great. Just know that you're being filmed doing this.
She's kind of cute though, right? I think I could fix her.
And this is
Maybe
very
we should
well a
do it.
HIPAA violation.
Should I do
Cat's
it?
not allowed on the plane.
But you can't
You can't
breastfeed a cat.
on the plane.
I don't think cats being on the plane is the question. You cannot breastfeed one.
Whether it's on a plane or
I'm
not.
holding my my baby.
Please, I'm asking you. Just show me that you have a baby.
Go ahead, take the blanket off if you're that sure.
Oh, dude, with the cut. With the fucking cut, man. That is like expert television production. You know what I'm talking about? Where it'll be like some shit is about to pop off and then it's like, boom, cuts to commercials. That was some mastery fucking editing right there.
Holding my baby.
Oh, man. Right when they go to pull back the fucking curtain, dude, to see the wizard behind the Oz, to see the Wizard of Oz. Just cuts right to the next thing. But you can't breastfeed the cat if you're on the plane or not. Well, I mean, she could probably breastfeed the cat if she wasn't on the plane, I think. It depends on where she was. To be fair, there are a lot of places she could not breastfeed a cat. Little dinosaur blanket or something. Dude, her swagger, though, like, she has got some serious, like, white girl confidence. You know what I mean? To just be like, fucking, you got dandruff. Maybe some Head and Shoulders will help you out. I'm not saying you can't do it, and I'm not saying you can do it. All right, here we go.
Whether it's on a plane or
I'm
not.
holding my baby.
Please, I'm asking you. Just show me that.
Just show me the titty. Ma'am, I'm just asking that you show all four of us men your breasts. Nothing weird. We just want to see you breastfeed your cat.
You have a baby.
Go ahead, take the blanket off if you're that sure. He's filming you do this, by the way.
Yes, you gave him permission. He will take
I
the
never gave him
blanket off.
permission.
You said go ahead and take the blanket off. So
It's a cat! It is a cat! I
Oh
told you! I told you!
It's a lynx.
What?
It's an emergency service animal, and it's a lynx, not a cat. There's a
lynx?
big difference.
It's a lynx. It's a
What
lynx.
is
it's
that?
not. It's
Is that
a
is
lynx.
that
It's
real?
not a cat.
Is that
Oh,
sit back down, man? You need to sit back down.
Whoa.
You need to sit back down. Is that a real cat?
Get away. Yeah, can we just is it a real cat?
Is it alive?
What is it?
It's an
taxidermy.
emergency service emotional support animal.
Oh.
What the fuck?
Well, that's
part of the
allowed.
regulation.
Yeah,
That's allowed.
that's allowed.
Okay.
That's all.
Oh, well.
Oh,
What
the
the fuck?
eyes are. Wow.
Dude, that whole thing was a skit. I just got pranked, man. What the fuck was that? It had googly eyes. Oh, dude, a taxidermied fucking lynx. I gotta. Was that real? Bleh. TikTok, woman breastfeeds taxidermied cat. Fake but hilarious, according to it's a parody video posted online by The Gooch, a Facebook page hosting a variety of parody sketches. Dude, was a roller coaster. Glad we could all experience that together. If you got any other crazy ass videos you want me to check out, let me know. I would love to do so. You can email me at jeremygbranch@gmail.com, and I will take a look-see at them on a Twitch stream this weekend. I hope that you had a decent 2021. I know it wasn't easy on everybody. I know it was hard on some of us. And hopefully 2022 will be looking up because, as I said at the beginning of this stream, dude, starting at midnight on 2022, everything goes back to normal. Everything goes back to pre-pandemic days. We are getting our lives back, people. Oh, yeah, it's going to be so great. Just remember that. Right after the countdown, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 2, 1, boom, fucking right back to the way that things were in the before times. Cannot wait. But you know what? 2022 is going to be a whole lot better because I got you guys hanging out. It certainly made 2021 much more enjoyable. I hope to see you back next year. I hope that you have a fantastic New Year's Eve and be safe out there. Be careful. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. I'm Jeremy, and until next year, be terrible. Peace.